Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm cooking Japanese A5 Wagyu, one of the most expensive beefs in the world. The trick to this meat is you do not want to cook it a lot. You want to cook it just a sear on both sides, and you even want like the middle between medium rare and rare. You want to get as much fat flavor as possible. It is extremely rich, so you're not going to eat all of this. This probably one steak could share between 6 people. And just take a look at the marbling on this steak. It's honestly like nothing I've ever seen. I also have these scallops that are going to complement the dish, kind of like an expensive surf and turf. Gonna start by seasoning this steak with some Himalayan pink salt, which is actually kind of weird. Also, you cannot touch this steak for too long because the fat will literally start to melt in your hands. We want to cook this steak in a cast iron with a little bit of butter. The sear should be at least a minute on each side, very high heat. We just want to sear it, we want a red inside. And this is actually the perfect golden brown crust that we look for in a steak. I'm also just going to cook the side of the steak a little bit. As you can see, it is a little pink there, so we're going to cook and melt some of the fat that's also on the outside. Make sure to let your steak rest for a good 10 to 15 minutes. You want those flavors to soak in. Next, I'm actually going to season my scallops with a little more Himalayan pink salt. The color difference from these scallops is actually not an issue. It's just some sort of pigmentation that goes through their life cycle. It's still safe. We're also going to sear these until we get a nice golden brown crust once again. I'm also cutting these scallions or green onions for a bit of color on the final dish. Alright, let's plate this thing. So we got our steak that's been sitting for about 10 to 15 minutes. We've got our scallops. Gonna cut this guy into some small little strips. I should have done it smaller, to be honest, because it's so rich. You do not want a lot of this in your mouth at a time. This is actually how you should cook Wagyu. I like it a little more cooked, but this is the way it's supposed to be cooked. Now we're gonna top all this with the green onions that were terribly cut. And there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see ya in the next video.